This is my friend. Hello friend.
Hello
สบายดีไหมครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
20 seconds in Thailand, Thailand Rob, and as promised, a follow-up to the last video that we just did. The last video where I was talking about things like not to do in Thailand, but I kind of do like my little squirrel thing where I'm all over the thing, or I call it a tree because I just branch off into another topic. There were some points that I wanted to come back and follow up on. If you haven't seen that video, it's right there. So in this video, I decided to go all the way to Chiang Rai just to present this video. That's not true at all. But what I did find here in Kamala is a restaurant that is based on restaurants in Chiang Rai. Take a look.
ทุกซอกทุกมุมภายในบ้านจนกว่าจะไม่พบตัวยุงภาย
And this video is brought to you by Anda Restaurant Free Wi-Fi. Who doesn't have free Wi-Fi anymore? I mean, it's always saying free Wi-Fi, but it's anyway. So although I have not been to Chiang Rai, when I got here the first time and saw the place, it did look a lot different. So let me just show you what this little place looks like. How romantical.
Just go inside. You make for restaurant.
Oh, you make the herbs for the restaurant.
For restaurant.
They make the herbs for the restaurant. Ah, what to do with used tires? Simply. So they're growing their own herbs here. And then where'd you do with it? Where'd it go?
Inside, no problem. My father
Ah.
make. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Wow.
Be careful.
Yes, be careful, slippery. Oh, they got the mushrooms? Mushroom?
Not mushroom. Morning curry.
Morning curry.
Yeah.
Ah.
Morning curry. This this one is sunflower.
Oh.
Sunflower. Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Wow. That's summer.
Let's see. Yes, you make this too? Okay. Can't see. Yes? Okay. The spirit house for good luck. Very much. They really feed the spirits a lot here. This garden is so cool. Well, I didn't know they grew their own stuff here. I mean, I was here before, and I assumed that they just went to the store and bought it like most people. What's she showing me? Come here, come on. I promise I'll get to the video in just a minute. Hold on. Yes. Oh. What is this? Cucumber? Ah. Yeah. That's really cool, to be honest. There's more aesthetics here than I thought when I came here today. I was just going to have a conversation with you about misunderstandings in Thailand. The reason I know that this was based on Chiang Rai was because, well, I asked. You see these flags? All these long flags. I guess that's what they do in Chiang Rai, but these bungalow type restaurants have been starting to pop up here in Kamala. To get to this one, it's the first stoplight when you come from the airport. There's a 7-Eleven, you make a left and you come down this road. Let's Google it. Okay, so as we were saying about yesterday, squirrel. Do you have pork rinds? Whoa, pork rinds. I have to get the pork rinds. I love pork rinds. Very popular in Chiang Mai, so. As I was saying on the last video, let me go into a little bit more detail about what I was talking about. Just a little bit. In the last video, I was alluding about Facebook. I didn't go into Facebook, but to wrap it up in a nutshell, especially in this area, Facebook, as we all know, is basically a cyber link for everyone and mass communications. But here, Facebook Messenger and Line are the two most popular ways of communicating with each other. And what is good about that is it goes very fast. If something is needed, everyone, example, if the police are cracking down on loud music, then all the bars instantly, you'll hear the music go down all over town because everyone's just letting everybody know, hey, turn down the music. The other thing that happens is if you make part of the community here upset, it doesn't take long for them to find out either a truth or a non-truth about something. So example, with me, what I was talking about was I upset a group of ladies that thought that I was speaking bad. By me doing that, they notified everyone that they knew that I was going around talking bad. As you've seen in all the videos, I never speak bad of Thailand. Never. Told you. Hello? Pork rind. I love pork rind. My father got me hooked on these when I was a kid. You're not supposed to talk with your mouth full. It's rude. In some of the comments, I see where my message got a little bit confusing because I don't dive into details a lot on here. I do that on Patreon. Yes, I'm plugging Patreon. Thank you all Patreons out there. Thank you so much. All of you. What I meant by me sitting at a table and being loud with several other guys. A lot of you assumed, or there was a lot of the comments that were assumptions that we were at a bar or that I was in a restaurant somewhere and I was just being the loud, obnoxious table. That's not the case. The case was there were 4 of us sitting at a table. 1 was married, 2 were not. All of the women that they were dating, none of them worked at a bar. All of them had really good jobs. The one guy that was married, it pretty much was coming to an end. And he was kind of going off on that with a bit of flair in his voice. And the other guys were talking more about just general relationship and learning, coming from America, there was 2 Americans, and trying to understand how Thai women act. Whether it was possessive or jealousy or non-jealousy or ambivalent, it's just Thai women act a very different way than American women. So it's a learning curve. And to say that dating and there's many videos out there that say don't date a jealous woman. I know a guy right now, he's dating a woman, they've been together, they're married, but I think it's just the traditional marriage, it's not the legal marriage. But she's extremely jealous. I mean, extremely jealous, and they're fine. They're completely fine. So for people to say that you shouldn't date a jealous woman, I get it, and that's what we were talking about. One was talking about jealousy, the other one was talking about just moodiness, which, and the other one was talking about pretty much getting a divorce. Again, my voice carried, and even though I wasn't dating anybody, they could tell that I was in support of the men and trying to teach the 2 Americans why some of their women were acting that way. I've picked up a whole lot on the culture of dating over here. I don't talk about it a whole lot, but I know quite a bit about it. I do. The reason I don't talk about it a whole lot is because most people don't listen anyway. Man, these are good. In the last video, I say don't talk too much. Well, I should have clarified more on that as well. Talking a lot over here is not a big deal. You can talk a lot, people talk a lot. But when I say don't talk too much, that is a Thai term in English. Meaning, if you know something here, if you see something here, it's the culture over here not to openly talk about it. If you see something going on with a relationship, like I was talking with these 3 guys about relationships, if I had seen something in that relationship and I talked about it in public, or I gave advice about it in public, it's just wrong. It's against the culture here, and to boil it down to make it black and white, if you see someone dating somebody and then you see them at another night with someone else, the culture over here is to keep your mouth shut. But being a new person over here and being the way that most Farangs are, everyone talks. You get deemed, you talk too much. I used to talk too much. Now if I see something, I pretty much just turn my head and just keep going the other way because it's not my business. And I've learned my mistake, partially, because I still talk a lot.
Oh. Can you take this asshole back to America, please?
Goody goody. Don't forget that.